Hello, welcome to the Exploring Canine Training Series. Today we will be going over stay, and with me I have Flirt who will be helping us demonstrate this. So let's get started. So first, what I usually say in every video is we will need a marker, which can either be the word yes, basically we just use it to tell the dog, I like what you're doing, do more of it, what you just did, perfect. Or you can use a clicker, which I always use in the beginning because I find it to be more precise. Also, having a sit and down command really help with stay because it helps kind of tell the dogs their boundaries more, which you can find out how to teach those with my last two videos in my series where I show you how to teach sit and down. So first thing first, what I want to say is you see that I'm outside teaching this. This dog, Flirt, already knows what stay is, so I feel comfortable in this outside environment. But when you're first teaching something like this, you ideally want to be inside because you really want a low distracting environment so we're setting up our dog for success. If you're someone who's never ran before, you wouldn't just go run a 5K marathon, right? So this is similar to teaching your dog really anything, but especially stay. You want to start just building it slowly and slowly, then eventually you can do the big game. Also, if you don't know how to teach a marker, in my first video in the training series, I go over a marker and how to teach it to your dog, so feel free to check that out and then come back to this video. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put your dog in either a sit or down. So I'm going to tell Flirt to sit, and then I'm going to just look at him, click, and reward. And then I'm going to take one step back, click, and reward. One step back, click, and reward. And now I'm going to give him his release command. Flirt, free. Good man. Now I'm going to have him do it again. Flirt, here. Flirt, sit. Good man. And so with this, you really just quite literally want to take it one step at a time and slowly increase the distance. And slowly increase the time. At first, you might get your dog in a sit and it will only stay for 5 seconds. If your dog is repeatedly breaking it, then you're probably moving too fast and you need to take it a step back. So I would take one step back, click and reward, good boy. And I'm not adding the word yet because I don't want to confuse him right now. I'm just trying to teach him the principle and then I'll give it a command. You're doing so good, Flirt. And then also you can do it with the down. So I'm gonna grab him, Flirt, here. I'm gonna say, Flirt, down. Good man. Don't find that. It's a piece of kibble out. Good boy. And currently I'm using his daily kibble to do this, but I also have a high value of some freeze-dried rabbit. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can teach stay with the down too. So Flirt here, Flirt down. Good boy. So I take a step back, click and reward. So right now I will say, you see how I took a step behind him? Usually when you are stepping away from your dog out of sight or in a body direction they are not facing, it is harder. So when you first teach this, you want to be on this side of them where they can easily see you when you move. Flirt here. So I'm going to say Flirt down. Good boy. Very nice. Take a step back, click, reward. Flirt free. Good boy. And now we do another one. Flirt here. Flirt down. Good boy. Click reward. And if your dog were to break that down when you go to click and reward them like that, exactly like that, you would not give them any reward. You would just have them come with you. Flirt here. Down. Put them in a down again. I'm not rewarding because I don't want to reward him for going back in the position he broke out of. I'm going to take a step away, click and reward again, and this way I'm going to stay close to him. That way he doesn't feel like I'm prompting him to move when I back up. And then I'm going to retry that and add more distance again. And so now let's say he's getting an understanding of what I'm asking for. I can move, good. Now that he's understanding what I'm wanting to do with him, we can start introducing the word. So I'm going to say Flirt here. Good boy. Flirt down. Stay. See how he went to lift up, but then he put his body down when I said stay? I clicked and rewarded for that. Good boy, stay. Now, what I do today, I'm going to be able to go a lot further with Flirt than probably what you'll be able to do your first session, depending on your dog, of course. Some dogs are so quick, they get it instantly, but some take longer, and there's nothing wrong with that. Flirt here. Put him in a down. Good boy. Click reward. What a good job. And let's like add something. Let's add a step to make it harder for him. I'm gonna jump. Woo! He stayed. I'm gonna click a reward. Even though that seems small, that was definitely a challenge for him because it's something more than just me walking. It's something that adds excitement. It's something that just adds more motivation for him to break and come see what I'm doing. So you want to slowly add these challenges until they get stronger with it. Remember, if your dog is struggling, always take a step back, take it slower. Sometimes they can learn in a day, sometimes they learn in a week, sometimes they learn in a month. Let's do it with a sit. Walk away, click, come back, reward. So you want to make sure that you use a marker to tell them what they like, but it doesn't end the session or what you're doing. This is something a lot of people make a mistake on. As soon as they reward a dog, they every single time release them and make it a fun time. So often when you're trying to make progress with your dog and you're clicking rewarding, they're taking that as, oh, I'm free, the session's over. What you wanted me to do is over. So you just want to make sure to hold them to the standard of continuing the exercise even when you're telling them yes, and that they're only free when you release them or tell them they're free. So I'm walking around, yes. And when your dog gets more confident, you can start walking behind them just a step, click reward, take another step, click reward, do it again, click reward. I'm gonna have Flirt sit, stay, and implying it means to not move until I release him to do so. And remember what I said about the marker and making sure it doesn't turn into your release. So now we're gonna try to make it a step harder and walk behind him. So we'll take one step, click reward. Another step, click reward, good stay. Take one more, click reward, turn body, yes. Good job, good stay. So now we're gonna try to do it further from being behind him. Yes, very good boy. Free, yes! Good man, Bubba. Good man, Flirt. Hey, good boy, Bubba. I'm so proud of you. Silly man. Silly man. Okay, so now we're gonna put him in a down. I personally prefer a down stay versus a sit stay. I just feel like they hold them better. It could be I reinforced it more. I'm not too sure. I just know my dogs definitely stay better in a down than a sit. So once you can confidently walk behind your dog and then stay, add distance. Sweet. You can start adding in harder things, right? We can add in a treat so he really gets the message that he does not break for food. And then I'm gonna say, yes, good boy. And I'm gonna say, free, Flirt, free. And I'm gonna let him find those pieces of kibble and reward himself with them. This is also like a brain game. This has nothing to do with this day, but it's actually really good mental stimulation if you want to give them any, to disperse their kibble and grass, and then they can find it like a game. So I'm gonna say, free, Bubba, go get it. I know this has nothing to do with stay. I just also think it's a really good mental game to do with your dog if you would like. Good boy. Flirt here, down. I'm gonna throw some more. Good. Good stay. Free. Yes, good boy. Flirt down. Flirt stay. So I made it harder for him. And now I'm gonna make him wait longer. At first, I'm gonna make him wait more than 5 seconds, and then we can increase it to 10 seconds, to 20 seconds, to 30, to a minute, etc. See how over time it's getting harder for him? He wants to move a paw, he wants to go get it, but he's gonna stay, so he's not going to, in theory. They always like to prove you wrong. Just like that, so I'm gonna say no. And I just stepped into him to say, hey, what are you doing, man? Not wanting that. I'm gonna say flirt here. I'm gonna say yes to that. Flirt down. Stay. So I didn't release him to the kibble because he did act like he wanted to get up, and he did almost try to until I stopped him to go get it. So I wanted to reset him and put him into the command to just give him a better chance to succeed and realize you have to stay no matter what, and that's the only way you get your reward. So he's being a good boy, so I'm gonna free him. Flirt, free. Good boy. So that being said, by the end of it, that is what your stay should look like. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. Remember to take it nice and slow with your dog and really just focus on communication with your dog. I hope you enjoyed, and bye.